Today we will talk about one step of replacing the valve plate for 819. First, remove our inlet and outlet pipes from it. Next, open our valve plate and cover. Remove the valve plate and cover from here, and then remove our raft. There are 2 screws on the front of the raft. For this screw, you can use a cross screwdriver to unscrew it. When tightening, be careful not to slip during the disassembly process, as our screw has been coated with thread sealant. If it cannot be removed, we can use a hot air gun to heat the screw and dissolve the adhesive. Then go and remove the screws, so that our screws won't slip. We can adjust the temperature to 200 to 300 degrees and heat it for about 1 minute. After heating, our valve plate will heat up. When dismantling, we need to take personal protective measures to prevent burns. We can wear slightly insulated gloves, or use other insulation materials to press down on the valve plate. Now we have removed all of our valve plates. If the valve plate is deformed or broken, we will replace it with a new one. There is some seawater crystallization here, and we need to rinse it clean with water before reinstalling it. When installing, we also need to pay attention to using our screw. One of the screws is flat-headed, and the flat-headed one must be circular. Do not install this side, and do not use the screw upside down. The connecting rod will be installed on the screw later. We will insert the valve plate into this slot, and for this screw, it is best to apply some thread sealant, and then install it. Tighten the screws and adjust the valve plate to ensure that it does not touch both sides and is centered. Flip over and place our valve plate on top. Then apply thread sealant to the screw and install it. Our valve plate and valve cover have been treated with anti-theft measures. If we install them upside down, we won't be able to close them. There are gaps here, and only by turning them in one direction can we fit them down and secure them. And when installing this here, please note that we have a cap here, which is close to the bottom plate. Do not place this cap near the bottom of the shell, as this installation method is incorrect. We need to pay attention to aligning this cap on the side close to the bottom plate when locking our screws. We must make sure to lock them diagonally to prevent the sealing ring from not fitting properly or breaking. We must also lock them diagonally. We can stand up the air pump and check if the valve plate of our air pump is installed upside down. Then, turn on the machine. If this is the case, it must be in an exhaled state, not in an inhaled state. Place your finger here to feel if it is in an exhaled state. If it is confirmed that there is no problem, then we will connect the inlet and outlet pipes to it. After connecting, turn on our machine and check if our valve plate is properly installed for air leakage. If the machine does not intermittently inflate at this time, then our assembly is considered qualified. Let it sit for about 30 seconds to see if he can inflate. If he doesn't inflate, it's qualified, and then it's fine.